My name is Miles. I've got a little tenth of an acre, a little bit over a tenth of an acre in Terrebonne, Deschutes County, Oregon. So, a couple things I'm going to cover in this video. We've already got photos on our website, so that's not something I'm going to touch on really. This is a neighborhood property, so there's paved roads. There is no power or septic. There's obviously some steep features to the landscape, but when I look at this subdivision in this neighborhood, I think mobile homes, RVs, building even potentially. So obviously on the surface, a lot needs to happen to be able to develop properties, right? I mean, there's going to be septic systems, there's going to be wells. This right here is totally undeveloped. It's in the path of growth. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was city water and sewage at some point, but I don't think that's the case right now from what I was told. And I could be wrong. We do pretty surface level due diligence here at Wilco Land. What we're doing is we're sourcing undervalued properties. We're buying them. We're bringing them to the market below market price, and we're offering owner carry terms. So we're a real estate company located in South Dakota. Our model is a little bit more self-service. And with that being said, I want to go over a few things. Hey, can I visit the property? Yeah, of course you can visit the property on your own time. Again, this is a self-service model. So how do I know I'm there? How do I visit it? There's no site address. So we're using GPS coordinates here. And I've already got them plugged right into Google. You can use these on your phone. You can use these in Google before you go out there. This should be pretty easy to find. So let me just show you a quick bird's eye view so you have an idea of where we're at. This is kind of a booming county in Oregon. It's Deschutes County. We're close to Redmond. We're close to Benz. And if you're looking for a place to live, this just might be your spot. So again, we're in this little subdivision. You can see little homes, little trailers, things like that. You can get on satellite images if you want. But again, we're the last property here. And I'm going to pull up maps to show you more. We're going to talk about access because it's a small lot. And I don't think property lines are super, what do you call it? Super available when you're out there. I know the neighbor apparently had his property surveyed and didn't realize, a portion of what he thought was his is actually on our property as of recently. This is feedback from our photographers. So again, first FAQ, access. Hey, just using GPS coordinates, how the heck do I know I'm there? Well, we have this Google Earth link, and you can also get on the county website, but let me do that here. I'm just gonna download this. And this is what pulls up when I click it. I'm going to download it. It's going to open here. And we're going to be taken across the region. And we're going to zoom in here. So here is what we're looking at. So to me, everything checks out here. I would check to see if you see survey markers. Like I said, one of the neighbors had a survey. Like some of these notes were a little spotty, so I wasn't 100% sure if it was this neighbor. I'm assuming so. And again, this is an overlay. So I'm going to show you the county GIS maps too and the plat map. So these overlays might be slightly shifted. Like this property could be 3 inches this way on my screen. So what it's doing is it's laying tax maps on Google Earth, and it's not always 100% perfect, but it gives us a really good idea what to expect. So I want to show you a ruler. You can use a ruler on Google Earth. So this is a tool. Hey, how do I know where the heck this property is? How do I know how far back it goes? These are approximations, 34 yards back and, roughly, 15 to 20 yards wide. So you're going to want to get a survey on this property due to the nature of how close you are to other people. You're going to get a survey on the property at some point. And our photographer did say there's a good flat spot up top here that would work for somebody. He thought the neighbors were parking their cars on it. And again, I'm not saying who is, who isn't. I take everything I hear with a grain of salt. Again, we're off site. So this is something you need to look into. These are, checking for boundary markers, being cautious, really, you're the local one, you're the boots on the ground, you're able to view that. Again, we have a 90-day return policy. So you're able to get a survey. If those results are unsatisfactory, you return the property if you don't like those results. So you can definitely get a survey inside that 90 days and it shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg. So backing out of here, we've got an idea how to look at Google Earth. So the next thing, let's go over zoning. So it's Terrebonne Residential District. Right now that link is broken. So I'm going to pull it up right here for you. And this we will have in our website instead, and you can read about it. So it just goes over, hey, what's permitted, single family dwelling or manufactured home, type 1 home oc. It's got a bunch of language in it that you can look further into if you want. Ag uses, keeping a house of cows, horses, goats, sheep, or maybe you can have some chickens. Maybe this is a good little chickens, fowl, rabbits, or similar. Yeah, so 500 per square foot. So yeah, I mean, this actually opens up a lot of uses for somebody. So conditional uses, manufactured home, you know, yada, yada. So I can let you read through this on your own. I won't take up too much of your time. So this is our residential TER district, residential TER 5. So we are the TER district here. Again, I'll add that to the website. What else is going to be helpful in researching this? Again, our photographer said the neighbor did mention that he had his property surveyed, didn't realize that. Looks like, ooh, the last thing I want to show you is how to look this up. Again, I touched on utilities. So power is obviously going to be there. There's people living around you. These are all great signs. There's no, it's not like it's totally vacant all over you. So these are good signs that they're using their properties. Check out the neighborhood. If you're into how other people are using their properties, you envision the same idea, the likelihood things will be okay for you when you want to develop or, you know, put a manufactured home down. So again, there is nothing in place on the property. Power's going to be easy to connect to. You'd put a septic in or a well, as far as I know, but you could call the city to ask if that area is serviced. I don't know. I haven't called myself. Like I said, the due diligence is relatively surface level. So last thing I want to do is just show you how to get Untitled Deschutes. So what I'm doing is I'm copying, this is a tax lot map number, and we call it, you know, parcel ID, whatever you want to call it. It's a way to identify the property. And I'm just going to search that on Untitled Deschutes. All I did was Google Untitled Deschutes. This is going to come up for you. This is a previous owner. We just purchased this property, the account number, map, tax lot. You can look at real market values. We actually have it priced below this real market value. So we try and pick property at the right price, bring forward owner carry options and discounted cash prices. So Hillman subdivision, lot 1-2, block 85. So a little bit more information about it. And we can go over here to the side. You can look at development. Get my face out of here. You can look at development here. And you can see, oh, perfect. Here's the zoning link right here. So boom, that's as easy as that. We just looked at that. Whether you're looking at our property or somebody else's is a really great resource. This is an awesome county database with information. So let's see if there's been any permits. No permits have been filed. You know, nobody's done probably anything on this property ever. Here's a zoning map. So you can look at different layers. I'm going to zoom out. This is saying TER zoning, TEC. We saw some of this commercial for Terrebonne, and you can look up, you know, street view, for example. Like it's pretty obvious that 9th Street, like I said, right at this T and 9th Street, like this is where our property is. Like there's some gaps between here. We can pull up a plat map too if we want to and look at the plat map, but 9th Street rolls right up to it. Let's actually do that. We should have a plat map in here. If not, I'm gonna have to open one up and add it here. I don't know why we wouldn't. But we don't. Okay, so any documents on file? Nope. I do want to get the tax map out, and I think that's going to be right here. So we do want to look at that. I like to look at that. View overview map. We can look at this. See what this brings me to. Yep. Here's our plat map. So when this subdivision was created, wow, this is small, isn't it? Street. This might be tough to read for me. I'm gonna need too young for readers. But as you can see here, we're looking at 16th Street. Is that what I'm seeing there? Main 7th. Oh, nice. Okay, I found it. 9th Street right there. And I have no idea what street. I mean, this is brain damage looking at this, but we're looking at 9th Street and these are all streets. So, I mean, it really looks like it's platted. You can see that all the way. When we're looking at, I mean, these are just pieces and tools to your due diligence. I mean, don't take me for my word right now, but this is what I'm seeing. And it is the first time I've looked at this, to be honest. So again, we were at 9th Street. I was somewhere in here. We're Central Avenue. Let's see if we can find something on this. View the overview map. So E Avenue and 9th Street is the corner here. So I'm assuming, you'd have to get it surveyed. At the end of the day, you're going to need to get this surveyed to really understand if this is part of your property or if your property is a little further this way. You're going to have a good idea what you can expect out there. And maybe that this neighbor has it surveyed and those markers are there. I don't know. Again, I take, a lot of the feedback I get with a grain of salt. So I'll share this. I'll add this tax map we were just looking at to the website here. I don't know where East Street is. I won't keep your time here. So I wanted to show you that. And again, you know how to get into Deschutes and look at that development. Nothing's been done on it. You can look through the permits and the documents, but nobody's filed for anything here. So again, that's kind of a summary of what we have in Deschutes County, Oregon. I like this property a lot. We've got it priced at $40,000 with owner carry options available. My name is Miles McLaughlin. Our company, Wilco Land. Give me a call, send me a text, 605-250-1256. Hope you found this video helpful.